Hey people, Sylvia's here. We're back on Exile. Last time I left off near the spider cave. Um, as I go in here, I'd like to just point out that I'm not like... I haven't really... Yeah, here we go. You stand at the entrance to a ruin. Some creatures built a series of structures down here, used them, and then left them to crumble. The gate you stand under is barely standing. This little town does not remain empty, however. It is occupied by spiders. Huge spiders. Lots of them. You see them moving around, standing guard, building and maintaining webs, and chatting. Yes, chatting. They're clearly not ordinary spiders. They're talking to each other in friendly, high-pitched, perky voices, and when the sentries see you, they say, "Hi there, humans. Come on in. We won't eat you, we promise." You start to feel a vague sense of disquiet. So, yeah, I was going to say, though, I'm just going to stand here and take my hands off the controls for a second and speak. I played this game for the first time probably the year it came out, maybe a year after. In the 2 years that followed, I did eventually beat the game with heavy use of the editor. And then 2 years later, maybe a little bit longer after that, somewhere around the mid 2000s, I would say. I did get very far into it again. I did not beat it the second time, but I got very far into it without cheating. Using the editor, of course. When I say cheating, that's what I mean. So that was mid-2000s. I mean, at best, it had to have been when I was still in school. So I would say, at best, it was 2005, 2006. That means that we're anywhere 12 years ago when I last played this game. I'm checking a walkthrough to kind of be alright, how do I talk to this NPC? Where do I get this spell kind of stuff? But the rest of what I'm doing is just purely based off of memory, which is problematic to an extent because largely for talking to NPCs. I'm going to scry these guys real quick. Because I don't remember what needs to be said to certain NPCs, and I don't remember which NPCs are important. It's a talking spider. 3d6s is pretty solid damage for the talking spider. So, for purposes of me just playing the game, that just means I kind of need to, interact with all the NPCs and, make sure I know what I'm doing. A cave-in has deposited a major pile of rock and rubble in front of this huge door. You doubt you're going to be able to get it open. Okay, then. I think, however, there is a way in there. Way in there found. Of course, I need the Move Mountain spell, which I don't have. Or Shatter. Yeah, so, if I was just playing the game, it wouldn't be too problematic to figure things out. Unfortunately, I'm not playing the game, I'm making a Let's Play. The few pieces of mostly rotten away furniture in this bunk room provide few clues as to who built this place before the roaches arrived and why. They used beds and were human or human-sized, that's it. Whoever lived here emptied this chest before leaving. It has mold in it and nothing else. So yeah, when I'm trying to make these videos, I have to kind of keep, talking, for one. And for two, I also sort of need to, it's not really inductive to a good video recording if I just spend, 20 minutes silently, interacting with NPCs. So I try to keep that to a minimum, but it does have its issues. Ooh, wormgrass. I think that's moderately valuable. Finding that's kind of nice. So yeah, we should talk to one of these dudes. You meet a large spider with big fangs standing guard. It doesn't seem to want to attack you, however. It's just standing there watching you with interest. Is this one actually a guard? Okay, that one is moving. Friendly, happy spiders, by the way, is where we're at. I like the sound they make. Hold on. Yeah, that sound. Wait, one more time. Yeah. Hi, it says. I'm a spider. It has a cheery, high-pitched voice coming from somewhere below its pedipalps? Never heard that word before. I'm guarding our lair. There's mean things about. It makes a little martial leap in the air to convince you of its fearsomeness. You never know when someone mean and bad will try to break in, like some of those cockroaches or nasty humans. Roaches are mostly yummy food, but some are smart and friendly like us. They're hiding to the north. You should go meet them. They're swell. Our chief knows exactly where they are. He's way to the north. We're going to go back and say nasty humans. He shakes his head sadly. Some humans don't like spiders. Silly, huh? We're so good at killing roaches. Right, I think that's all you can really get out of them. There are numerous spiders in this place, though. So I need to keep... I'm actually going to do that now. Hold on a second. I'm going to go make my notes here. Hopefully we're still... Okay, yeah, it's still recording the screen. I keep a little text document that's like, here's what I've done in the last video kind of thing. So I need to update that and make sure I've remembered... I have to remember to like come back to this place when I get that spell. So this is video 182 since I've started my new numbering scheme. And Exile 22. Make sure to come back to Spider Lair with Move Mountains. I typed all in caps. Okay. So we're good on that front now. The spiders have rather ingeniously set up cockroach pens here. Ahead, you can hear hissing and smell garbage. Probably the roaches grow up on their own and eventually wander out, where they're pounced on, paralyzed, and devoured. Clever. These are not actually roaches. These appear to be spiders, which are kind of not the same thing. Alright, we do want to... This charred pit was probably used as a smelter. There are still ashes and bits of charcoal at the bottom. Nothing else, though. I like that the door's locked. Might as well. Really? I've been playing a lot of Skyrim lately. Yeah. Where just doing things gets you, like, skill experience. Avatar. Good job. The spiders never bothered to make their way into this small shrine, and that was probably a wise idea. The room has an odd, malevolent chill to it. Whoever first built this place had very grim taste in architecture. You step onto the rune, and the altar begins to glow. It builds up some energy and tries to send it over to you. However, the altar seems to detect something amiss. The glow in the rune disappears, and guards appear. Oh, hey, they all get to attack. And this attack is hitting multiple people. Luckily, it deals no damage. Alright, we're going to have Komodo wait, because I do want Jill to scry these dudes. So these guys are called Hordlings. Level 5, 25 HP, magic points, 39. Although this one's probably actually used some of those magic points. Armor 4, skill 5, speed 4, 2d6s, breathes fire, capable of casting mage and priest spells of 1, and it's immune to fire and poison. Basically, they're like lesser demons. I don't know if my people are just kind of like inherently trashy right now. At least one of my people managed to kill one of them. Meow is clutch right now. Let's see if Sylvius can finish it off with arrows. Sylvius finishes it off with the arrows. Alright, so we got 48 gold, 50 gold. Not bad on the gold front. An unknown knife, and more gold. Wow, and a stone short sword, which is trash, but... So what was it, 98 from the first one, so this would be 102, 142, 150, 180. Yeah, 180 gold, not bad. Too bad the stone short sword was just garbage, but... Garbage, 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 garbage all around. Yep, alright. I figured I would, you know, just check to make sure there wasn't something remotely valuable in there. And there is probably roaches in here. Roaches. Only 2 of them, though. Good job, Cardio? Or, I'm sorry, that was Komodo. Good job, Komodo. Cardio was the person that failed to kill the larger roach. Oh, those are mung roaches, actually. Well, it's good to know that all I have to worry about with these guys then is being poisoned. everybody should be dead. Wow, that was some solid poison. Oop. More mung roaches. I have to say, I think now several times I've encountered words from this game that I didn't recognize. Jeff Vogel apparently has a really good vocabulary. Because I think I generally have a pretty good vocabulary myself. Like, I think I'm a pretty well-spoken and eloquent person. That doesn't necessarily come through in my videos. I do a lot of and that is, I guess, why people like actually train to do these things. I say like a lot too, come to think of it. But yeah, that is why people there I go again with the train to be well spoken and stuff, and go to, you know, like practice lessons if they're going to be an entertainer. This chilly cave is a spider's larder. Cockroaches ranging in size from 2 to 8 feet long lie mummified in thick coffins of webbing, waiting patiently for a hungry arachnid to walk in and suck their insides out. Yum. One of the larger webbed-up roaches is no longer paralyzed, struggling mightily to escape, but cannot do so without help. Let's hit leave real quick and save. Let's see, attack. You kill the struggling cockroach with one swift blow. The spiders will be very mad at you for spoiling their feast. Spiders, intelligent or not, only like to eat things that are still alive. That's it? No experience points? Alright. Free. You cut open the webbing and a huge cockroach works its way laboriously out. Showing the thoughtfulness and kindness these creatures are known for, it attacks you immediately. Come on, experience points. There we go. I like me some experience points. And in my defense into what I was saying with the whole, like, I don't talk particularly eloquently here, it is hard to, I mean, first of all, I'm not trained, but it is hard to do that while also playing a game. An officious-looking bold spider blocks your way. It doesn't seem to want to let you go east. My name is Spider, it says somberly. I'm a guardian arachnid, it says in a proud way, and shows its fangs to punctuate its point. I'm guarding our chief. You can't go east until you prove you're allowed. It thinks, unsure for the moment how you would prove you can go to the east. Finally, it says, if you are allowed to see our chief, surely you would know his name. What is it? Okay, since they all have the same exact name, it jumps up and down happily. That's it. That's Chief Spider's name. You can go through. The spider wanders off looking for bugs. Yeah, they don't take their security seriously here. You meet an older spider. Its brown hair starting to run through with wisps of gray. It has a gold circlet around its head. I'm Spider, it says, its nearly high-pitched voice a tiny hint of authority. I'm a leader, Spider, it says. I guided all the other spiders on the big, nasty journey to the surface. I led them in a catching of yummy bugs, and I say what we should do about these nasty cockroaches. Let's see here. Nasty journey. No, journey. We used to all live down in the weird, dark, chilly caves. Then we found a way up here. It gives a happy little jump up and down. Now we find lots more bugs. Alright, going back. Yummy bugs. It plucks a fist-sized cockroach from a nearby web and munches it down. Yum, snacks. Alright, nasty cockroaches. Cockroaches are good food, but also tough and hard to hunt. But not all are bad. There's some friendly roaches. They live the north, but are all hidden. Found a typo. Would you like to know where the friendly roaches are? Before I tell you, you need to help us. Directly northwest of here, in the middle of a circle of stones, is a big rock lair. Go there and some of my spiders will meet you. Help them kill the bad roaches and I'll tell you where the nice ones are. Gotcha. Alright. I like that I'm taking orders from spiders. We all trained up to be, you know, like Exile secret forces. By the way, I totally don't remember exactly where it told me to go. Was not paying attention at all. Okay. He said in a circle of stones. You'd think I'd be having an easier time finding a circle of stones. But there's a very real possibility that I'm an idiot right now. Is that a circle of stones? Circle of stones! You reach the stone circle that Spider told you about and find a small band of giant, intelligent, happy, talking spiders camped nearby, chatting and munching on centipedes. Disgusting. Centipedes are the most horrible things that exist in the world. Sorry, I had to just throw that out there. When they see you approach, they perk up and run over to you. One of them says, "Hi there, I'm Captain Spider. Are you ready to attack all those yummy roaches?" Let's do it. It's go time. Uttering high-pitched battle cries, the spiders rush forward. Suddenly, the rocks erupt with massive numbers of cockroaches, none of them smaller than 3 feet long. Your spider allies bear poisonous fangs. A massive and disgusting battle has joined. Cockroaches, large cockroaches, giant roaches, and a guardian roach, which I don't even know what that is. This fight looks like it warrants major bless. Oops. We'll save turning on our allies for later. Now, I do kind of want to figure out where the Guardian Roach is, but we'll deal with that later, because I kind of don't care. Nice little assassinate damage there. I kind of hope the spiders will not engage them so that I can get all the EXP myself, and instead will just stay back and throw webs everywhere. I really hope that's what they do. That's the Guardian Roach right there. We're going to have to scry that so we know what we're getting into. Guardian Roach. 60 HP, level 10, armor 6, skill 13, 48. It's a little bit better. I'm hoping I can get through this fight without getting diseased. Oh, and look, some of them dropped meat. Or food. Not meat, but food. It is, however, a little bit annoying that the spiders are blocking my movement. And that's the end of the Guardian Roach. Meow leveled up from it. I'm gonna start turning on my allies at this point. Oh, that ally didn't die. You know, I don't really know how like potent the spiders were in melee damage or melee combat, but they were certainly capable by. Ooh, I did not mean to do that. By locking the roaches down. That was probably a mistake, but whatever. Just a few spider allies to go. And soon there will be even less. Poor webbed Meow. And Avatar finishes it, and we pick up our 19 food from this. The roaches defeated, the spiders happily help away their wounded, paralyze the roaches, and bind them in a web. As they sing little happy bug-eating songs, several of them come up and thank you and try to kiss you. Victory is yours. Alright, back to the spider lair. Which is apparently right here. You know, I like a lot of these older games because I feel like they're more authentic and kind of just generally better. Real quick, kind of, I want to go on a little tangent. The first Elder Scrolls game I played, for instance, was Morrowind, and I loved the complex, like, deep system, right? All the different types of armor. You had light armor, you had medium armor, you had heavy armor, and you also had an unarmored skill. You had left and right gloves, armor, pauldrons. I think you had left and right pauldrons. You had a helmet. You had like leg greaves. You had the boots. You could wear pants under the greaves. You could wear a shirt under the armor. You could wear a robe, necklace, 2 rings. All this stuff that could be enchanted and swapped and mixed and matches. You had all these different weapons. You had short blades, long blades, axes, blunt weapons, spears. you know, there was just all stuff to the game, right? And I loved it. And then, like, Oblivion kind of dumbed it down a little bit, and Skyrim dumbed it down more. Skyrim, of course, gave you a more, like, finely honed, fine-tuned, smooth experience, but it was dumbed down. I like this game because of its depth and its scope, and how it's, like, a living, breathing world, and doesn't feel like... Like, Skyrim has a really cool world, too, but it feels like it was scripted. Like, somebody painstakingly crafted a masterpiece that is Skyrim. This feels more like a, like, organic world to an extent. All that being said, though, things like map markers would be nice. Like, as I feel like the games have been dumbed down, more convenience and utility has been added into them, which are nice. Alright. Cockroaches. Friendly roaches. Chief Spider bounces happily. Well done, you helped us get lots of yummy food. The roach lair is directly straight north of here, hidden in the middle of a bunch of trees. You take note of this. Be nice to them, because they are really friendly and good. Once I get there, I'm going to end the video at this point. We probably, I will imagine, not get into a random fight on the way. Because I think anything on this island at this point is going to just run away from me if I get near it. So they should be... He said due north, if I remember correctly. Right there. And we'd actually been here before because I had gone through those steps. Alright, folks, that's it for me on this one. As always, like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Check me out on that Patreon, Twitter, and Facebook, and I will see you folks later. Oop. I have to stop it.